Be back home again. Oh, it's nice to be back home again. It's nice to be back home again. Ding dong, dong ding, ding dong, dong doom, ding ding, ding ding. It's nice to be back home again. Oh yeah, it sure is nice to be back home again. Be back home again. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Hitting the road. Starting my day. Laid in bed today. Partied. Let's watch. Oh, yeah. On vacation. Just having a good old time, man. I've got almost 1 terabyte of video I've made since I've been here. This hits the spot. It really does, man. There are mosquitoes attacking. This damn chat's been fucking up though. Couldn't even have one last night. You can't see the comments. That's YouTube doing their dirty tricks. They're weird. You know, I was looking around other channels last night. They're fucking everybody. Good morning. How you doing? How's it going? Yeah, let's party. I looked at some other channels, you know, different stuff, aviation. I think what happened, I could be wrong on this. I think YouTube got whatever they wanted out of everybody. They got a huge, giant, you know, $30 billion a year company with content from guys like me and other people, right? And they paid good for a while. Well, they don't need to do that anymore. They don't need any. They can pick and choose who they want to continue to build this platform. They've got data that tells them where the money's at, where to promote who. I mean, they've been in business long enough to where they don't need to do what they did before. I'm sure they're making more money per minute of video show than they've ever made before. So now what it's kind of turned into is just a friendly platform to upload your videos, but don't expect to be paid. Those crazy days of these checks every month are over. You're going to get a stipend just to keep you around, but I think the good old days are over. They have constantly reinvented the wheel to pay people less. McDonald's had a similar problem with letting certain owner-operators have too many locations. Yeah, before it's still a good platform. I mean, there's nowhere else to go. I'm thankful for it. But what happened? There was a guy that owned a big bird breeding farm near me in Florida. Richard, I can't remember. He owned like 158 McDonald's, and they learned over the years that he had too much power. You know, they'd come out with a change from California. He'd tell them to go fuck themselves. He got his Jew lawyer friends and sued and said he could do his own advertising more effectively in the regional market than they could, and ended up doing that. Of course, saving money, you know, Jews and saving money, you know how that goes. And they don't want any one facet of an operation to have too much clout, too much power. I think that's part of the demise of Burger King. See, Burger King, you own the property and building. So when Burger King comes around and says to the owner-operators, they did this with McDonald's, which do not own the building. They make their money on rent and service fees. So when they go around to Burger King owners and say, hey, we're going to make you sell a Happy Meal and a dollar pop because they get their money off the gross. When you're doing it at McDonald's, where they own the building and property, that's the way it is. When they come into Burger King and said, hey, you're going to be doing this during the summer, these promotions, Burger King say, fuck you. Why? Because they had more power. They own their building and property. Well, look where Burger King's at. Look where McDonald's at. So you got to say that McDonald's overall had a better business plan. But I think that's what's happened with YouTube. It's not the Wild West anymore. I don't think it is. Because I drink alone, yeah, with nobody else. You know, I was waiting to get my coffee today, and I looked across, and there's a hospital across the street. They redid a Kmart building. They've been there, I don't know, 5 years, something like that. But I just was so thankful I could be in that hospital. You know, yesterday I got my insurance from a guy who's younger than me. Just got a lung taken out for lung cancer. Hey, Squirrely. You know, I looked over there and I don't think this stuff much. And I think, man, I'm just going to be out for another day fucking around. Recording videos, watching birds, thinking of what porn I'm going to watch tonight. And I could be in there with like a cough, an x-ray that was positive. They could say, hey, Squirrely, you know, your life could be going to shit today and mine's not, and I'm happy for it. But the McDonald's deal, it's not the gravy train it used to be. As you know, my sister was the first single female owner of a McDonald's franchise and made absolutely a killing. She was having $1,000 hours in 1978, right here in this store. This is her first store. And see, back then, like everything, you know, there's a growth period. YouTube, McDonald's is a perfect example. She didn't have any money. She was a single female, and at the time, McDonald's was, you know, they were starting to sue, and, you know, blacks didn't have any, and single women didn't have any, and they actually recruited her. It's like, hey, do you need any money? We'll give you a franchise. And that's exactly how it happened. She was killing it for years. And then she had a kid, single parent, who put them all out of business. They're all on welfare, and she's in an old folks home. All his kids, all 9 of them, can barely read or write because they claimed that they were homeschooling them. And they were not. They were just too lazy to get up in the morning. Just a bunch of degenerates. The nephew, my sister's only son, he's living in a fucking dump in town here with sheets on the windows, shit all over the front yard, driving a semi-truck. And he used to own 5 McDonald's. Yeah, I know what you mean about that, Squirrely, but, you know, you could have breast cancer or some shit like that and be unable to pull the weeds. And you'd look out the window and everybody was pulling him the wrong way. You know what I mean? I mean, we're lucky. And someday when we're staring at each other from our igloos 4 feet away with a chiseled plexiglass window, and I'm motioning cheers with a dragon milk, and you're trying your new survival gloves to see if you can butter a piece of toast without getting frostbite, we'll know that we've made it. We'll know that we've made it. You know, but for some guy, this guy, like I got mine, I don't really know him well. But, hey, Jeff, I don't really know him well, but this guy was knocking out the finest ass in Mexico, in West Branch. I mean, this guy had the cutest damn girlfriends, kind of balding, thick glasses. I don't know what the fuck he does to these women, but I'd sure like to get it from him, find out. No wonder he got lung cancer. I mean, I'm not kidding you. This guy had 2 good-looking girls. You know, he had good-looking wives, divorced. Now he's got another girlfriend. He said they both went vegetarian. I don't know whether in Rome you do as Romans do, but this guy has no problem getting really attractive girlfriends. He must read their minds or something. Yeah, we are lucky. Yeah, it's hard to keep remembering that though. It's just not. It's, you want to, you should. I don't either. You know. This morning when I dropped my DVD of Deep Throat on the carpet, I thought, I'm so lucky to be able to bend over and pick this up. And it just put everything in perspective. I could have a Mexican orderly that had stole half the change out of my piggy bank. I could have hospice where I just bit into a half frozen TV dinner because they were too busy watching reruns of Jerry Springer on the government's dime. Yeah, we're lucky in that sense. But you don't know any of this stuff. Hey, Tassie Flats, you don't know any of this stuff until you're painted in the corner. You gotta not have it to appreciate it. That's what sucks. You can talk like we're talking, we're glad we're not this, we're not do that, you know, we're glad we're not this, we're glad we're not that. But nothing's like being that way and knowing that it's not going to change. It's also why I don't ride motorcycles. I would love one, but I know better. This coffee is hitting the spot. I haven't been getting too much done lately. Kind of in this constant state of, I don't know what you call it. We are lucky. It's a different kind of lucky, though, than when we were in our 20s. Jeff knows what I'm talking about. All the sharp edges are worn out now. Does this thing quit working already? I'm serious, man. This is so hard to keep these stupid chats going now. They don't work for shit. LA, can you hear me? Hey Ray, how you doing? Yeah, I don't really know what it is. I just maybe it's just getting older. I hope not. I tell my doctor I've had COVID for 25 years. Oh, good, thanks. So I'm just up here fucking around. I should be doing a bunch of shit too. I drink alone. Hey, how you doing, Ray? So, and I like this nice cloud cover. It's only going to be like 62 today or something. I got these people leave me messages. I know I'm in town. They're pissed off that I don't call them, get together. I tell them I'm busy getting my condo ready for sale. And they go into my YouTube channel and see me up in Traverse City. I hope they don't see that shit and realize that I'm, not really doing that much. But what else you supposed to say, man? I mean, I know how to take a hint. If somebody doesn't want to do something, I get it, But man, these people, it's like, forget it. Ray, I might have to call you up here as a backup. I got about 4 women your age just dying for something to do. You may be able to knock out some geriatric ass. I'll get you a blindfold and some beer. I got a buddy of mine down around Detroit. He listens to these chants all the time. He's still going to topless bars. He's been going to them for 50 years. God bless him. He was telling me about a 60-year-old lady that still looks good. One down there. I told him hit the light switch. Quit drinking so much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. When you're young, I was always kind of a loner guy. I don't know why. I'm not complaining. I just thought it was like that's why I didn't like team sports that much. Hanging around these fuckers acting like children. This like juvenile stuff. You still see adult men do it, like an adult men's softball league or something. Act like a bunch of fucking kids. And then if you start drinking, it even gets worse. My favorite song, 10 Years Gone, Led Zeppelin. That's a good idea, John. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do today. Covered all my favorite places. I don't want to get together with people for drinks at night either. So fucking boring, man. Getting together and going to some bar in West Branch. Oh my god. No, not really. No, I didn't. Just don't feel like doing anything except fucking around. It's weird. There's no sense in me going back home. There's nothing to do. Plus, it's 95 degrees. So I just stay up here and maybe go down to the casino and go to the beach and see if the birds are laying eggs. Watch some porn. Some of these older women watch my YouTube channel and they say, "What is it with you and porn?" Like they're going to get some kind of answer that's going to be different than what they think it is. It's like, is that all you have to do? It's like, no, it's not all. What do you want me to do? Come over and like make out with you for an hour on the thing? You're 150 pounds overweight. I'd rather watch porn. Porn. Speaking of porn, today was my date. Got canceled. I'm not putting up with any of the bullshit. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, too. This damn dingbat was a piece of ass and a half. I'm not kidding you, man. In all aspects. Just like if there was an Olympic team per sex, she'd be on it. She'd be the reigning champ. Just an animal. No holes barred. But she's always dating this guy, and they're breaking up and getting together, and she's still with this guy. And I just didn't, it's always, she's looking for her own place. I just didn't. I don't want any drama. I don't. It doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with it, John. It doesn't have anything to do with it. You can't show me a published scientific article that supports that. It's just something you pulled out at a shot and beer contest at a local dive bar. It's not medical advice. Now, if you said African Americans or people with asthma are affected, I agree with that. Besides, we're here to talk about porn and survival skills in the winter. Nobody wants to talk about COVID anymore. Truck drivers. I had lunch with a couple of friends. Got my registration. LA, what do you do over there all day? Just play Russian roulette? Golden Earring, they're not a British band, are they? They're not a British band, are they? Golden Earring? Isn't that who did Radar Love? Yeah, I think they're all right. I mean, I'm not a big sub guy, but it's better than any of the other fast food places. I think they're good. Not great. Something a little different. I like that like spicy relish you can get on there. I know a couple girls that work in there too. They're all miserable, married. Married the UPS driver because he made more money than anybody else. Now they're all just like, you know, miserable. Golden Earring it's not an American band? Huh. Are you sure of that? LA, will you Google that? Golden Earring. I'm pretty sure that's an American band. Cook, clean, and drive your 16-year-old. Is that the one that wasn't growing as tall as you hoped? How's he doing? I know, weren't you going to put him on some medication or something? Oh, from Holland. No kidding. Huh. I remember the lead singer guy, he still like sings and stuff, I think. And I never caught any action on any of those guys. There's a group from Holland or Denmark. I think it's Stolen Dan. They do Steely Dan songs. They're excellent. No kidding. Wow. Excuse me. Well, I learned something, didn't I? I got that wrong on Jeopardy. God, I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. I remember the video from when it was on MTV, that like curly-haired guy. And it looked like the people they were singing to were like dead or drugged or something. Just like no reaction. Thank you. Huh. Oh, okay. Thank you. I've been thinking about starting on another detective agency, Atlanta, just to see if I could do it again. Just a stupid, childish litmus test. Just to see if they say, call Tom Reed, he does a really good job. Or don't ever call that older fart again. He still thinks he can be a PI and he ought to be in an old folks home. I want this bullshit confirmation. Oh, 5-2. So is that, so did the growth hormone work? It didn't work? He still should be growing, shouldn't he? In other words, did this work out like you thought it would? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Radar Love. Pulling weeds in Indiana. Huh. That GoPro that fell off the side of the thing and got underwater and was on its way out to sea. I've had that happen before. If it flips hard the other way, it does something. It doesn't corrupt the file, but I don't know. I can't explain it. But there was nothing on the card. I would have liked to got that. Good for you, Squirrel. Squirrel, you about ready to bust a move with another trip? Come up here, man. Just get in that car. Go over to Traverse City. Mac and I'll watch. We'll go to Sault Ste. Marie. Give you a tour. Don't worry, I'll mix some saltpeter with my coffee to be safe. We'll go to Mackinac Island. How's that? Go up to Mackinac Island. Go check out a last minute airplane ticket to Traverse City. Pick you up in Traverse City. Go up there, party. Oh, okay, Ellie. 4'6" and 19. Wow. All right, Tassie. Yeah, thank you. Half deads and newlyweds. I'll show you the half deads and the newlyweds. Mackinac Island, Somewhere in Time. Watch that movie before you come up. Yeah, talking about your life changing. Oh, Christopher Reeve. Him and the wife did long ago. Here they were just up walking around, doing a nice movie in a nice place. Thought that'd go on forever. Had his pilot's license, a plane, jumping horses. And then bam. Quadriplegic. Wife got lung cancer. Hey, Facebook, Ray. Pulling weeds in Indiana. Well, they got to be pulled. Yeah, I bet it would. I bet it wouldn't. I bet it wouldn't. Depends what airport you fly out of. Plus holiday weekend, a lot of traffic. Flying's such a pain in the ass now, anyway. Hey, so you went to India, huh? That's one thing better in Atlanta. Augusta, actually, is that Indian restaurant. Good. They've got one down in Ann Arbor, but it's not that great. Did you get any of that street vendor food while you were there? To Atlanta in 55 minutes? How'd you swing that staying with locals? How'd you get to do that? Was it dirty like they say it is? Yeah, I know it. That's all it takes to get to Atlanta? 55 minutes? Wow. Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I've heard. I was talking to one of those Indian waiters, and he told me, and I don't know if there's any science to this, that these people work and they carry around these babies in a backpack while they're doing stuff, and he thinks there's an argument that they have a strong immune system because of what they're exposed to on a daily basis. How do you feel about that? Oh, wow. Now, if it's a local airport, are you getting tagged for like the extra 150 bucks because you're not flying out of Indianapolis or something? Oh, no kidding, huh? Oh, well, better there than one of the Arabic countries. You'd have come home with your body unattached to your head. Did that work at all? Did it help? Did you get anywhere? What was it, a religious thing or just a spiritual adventure? In other words, was it sanctioned or is it just something you did on your own? Oh, okay. Good for you. That's handy. Land is not bad at all going in there. Matt, is your wife, is she in IT? She in computers? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a neighbor that was like that. Yeah, I get it. No, yeah, I know what you mean. But nobody knows like anything about you. You can let it rip. There's nothing wrong with that. Life is just opening and closing doors. I've done stuff like that. I did it in Alaska. I did it in Alaska. You tried to find yourself. Oh, good. Oh, good. There's a couple gas station owners own gas stations near where I'm at in Atlanta, or I mean, Crawfordville. They had these arranged marriages. It's really thought provoking. Two of these guys are like, have really beautiful wives. I'm not really attracted to that type woman, but they have really beautiful wives, and it's just unbelievable that these guys could just like show up and this is who they're getting married to. And I've talked to them about it quite a bit, actually separately. One of the couples, the wife and the husband. And as I've said before, I had an old Jewish lady tell me one time when I was young that love is a decision you make. And from those two cultures, I believe it. I do. I mean, they just, and you know what? When you look at divorce over here and, you know, what a damn clusterfuck a typical family is over here, and you look at how they turn out, you got to give them the nod. And I've seen some attractive Jewish women marry these neurotic Woody Allen nerdy Jews, and just, you know, have good lives for, you know, 50 or 60 years, and they just skipped all that vanity horse shit. And they said, well, this guy is going to provide a good living. He's a smart man. He's got some morals. Oh, cool, Matt. Matt, how did you meet your wife? In other words, do you think there's any merit to the arranged marriage, or you just because you're from the West, you couldn't possibly answer that appropriately? What do you think of that, Squirrely? Oh, good for you. Huh. Good for you, Matt. All right, well, you lucky dog. Good for you. Well, it kind of is a forced marriage. Well, yeah, maybe it isn't. I mean, but as far as I know, you know, when they arrange a marriage, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? I mean, is there an escape hatch that I don't know about? Oh wow, huh? Squirrely, you a big fan of the food over there? The Indian hot, that's what they call it. You get it the max spicy. Did you get any garlic naan? And did you get any Rogan Josh? Matt, are you familiar with this? Does your wife cook that stuff up, or is she totally Americanized and doesn't do a damn thing? Hey, Troubles. Good for you, Matt. Yeah, I didn't really like my in-laws. Oh, cool. It's not bad, cloudy. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. You've been to Alaska, Squirrely? I'll tell you where you really would like it. But you got to be careful as you can get stuck there for 2 or 3 weeks. The weather goes south. You'd really, you know, I know you like that cold weather stuff. You'd really like Barrow, Alaska. They keep changing the name. Now it's back to something else, going back to the original native names. They call it something else now. Look up Barrow, Alaska. Get up there in the wintertime. Could take all your like survival stuff. No, I don't believe that. Yeah, I mean, I've been everywhere in Alaska. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, was it really? Yeah, this damn thing just quits working. You can't tell when, you know. See, if I wanted to get some Indian food here, I couldn't even tell you where to get it. There's a crappy place down in Saginaw, but anything good? I don't even think Traverse City has any Indian food. Yeah, I'm the same way, Squirrely. Don't feel bad. You got the book though, and if you want to read it, it's there. Look at it that way. I will enable you on all collecting. That's all right. We got them when we got them if we want to read them. That's better than not having them. It's a good. It's actually a Turkish restaurant that sells Greek food as well. You know, I didn't know that the Indians started the naan stuff off the Turks. No, no, I'm not. Tell you the truth. No, I went through a. I was really depressed. I noticed I was cold left. No, not yet. I'm sure it's coming. Thanks for the warning. Bangkok '96. Yeah, I got a damn. I've got a card for Bangkok '96 with some money on it. You send me your address, I'll send it to you. I just never get down there anymore. She was just talking about getting cold when you get older. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, it happens to all of us, Squirrely. I'll tell you another place you'd like, Squirrely, is Glacier National Park. Problem is, you can't be back there when it's like super cold and great. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Zen. Yeah, I can see it. Yep. All right, Ray. Have a good time. You party on. It's getting nicer out. Warming up. busy day. All right, you guys have a good day today. Hope you have a nice day. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it back to Georgia, come up and get it. We got a rollback truck. Be another excuse to come up here in the summer or the fall. Have a good day, Sandra. Probably not a good decision, but what's one more bad decision? Yeah, you have a good day, Tribbles. LA, Squirrely. You guys party on. Have a good day, Tribbles.